soft against my door. Another night, pretending I'm more than the silence wrapped around my skin. Where do I end, and where do I begin? I laugh when it hurts, it's what I was taught. Tears are a weakness we've never been bought. My hands shake with words I never said, and I wear my grief in a suit instead. Behind these eyes, there's a funeral fire, a name on my breath, a ghost in the choir. Boys don't mourn, but I've buried love whole, carried it quiet deep in my soul. If crying's a sin, then I'm sacred no more, 'cause I ache in the cracks of my core. We bleed in the dark, stitched in denial. Boys don't mourn, but I have all the while. Mirror don't lie, but I wish it would. Shows me the pain I misunderstood. I break in ways no one can trace, a hurricane behind a calm face.
I lit candles where you used to be, watched wax drip like memory, but no eulogy was ever mine. Just nods and shrugs, and I'm just fine.
Boys don't mourn, but I've buried love whole, carried it quiet deep in my soul. If crying's a sin, then I'm sacred no more, 'cause I ache in the cracks of my core. We bleed in the dark, stitched in denial. Boys don't mourn, but I have all the while. Don't tell me silence is strength anymore, 'cause I'm screaming soft behind every door. And if boys don't mourn, where does love go when it's got nowhere left to show?
The wind has no blame for the way it flies, like wishes lost in open skies. No voice to curse, no name to cry, only silence as the tears drift by. I reach for hands that never stayed, in echoes soft the dreams have frayed. But I won't curse the love I knew, even if the stars withdrew. The garden bloomed, then turned to dust, but still I held my heart in trust. You weren't the end, but not the start, just a shadow that passed through my heart. I whispered prayers to a sky that closed, sowed hope in ground where nothing grows. But even loss can feel divine, a broken past still shaped by time. No regret in the rain, no blame in the storm. I loved in silence where my soul stayed warm. If fate denied what the stars had spun, it doesn't mean I hadn't won. You were a fire that never stayed, but I'm still glowing from the flames we made. The days now walk with quieter feet, on roads where dreams and silence meet. No anger left, no bitter end, just a goodbye I learned to befriend. Even absence writes a sacred line, and empty arms still hold every love was meant to exist. But in that ache, I found my grace, a heart untouched by time or place. No regret in the rain, no shame in the fall. I gave my all, even when you gave none at all. Not all stories need a page to turn. Some live in silence, some in the burn. You walked away, but I remain with peace and pride, and a no regret in the rain.
In the hush of 3 a.m. light, I trace your name on frosted glass. The echo of you lingers tight, like perfume from a love long past. You were the spark in my quiet, a slow burn I couldn't name. Now I'm drowning in the silence, but I still whisper yours the same. You haunt the corners of my stillness. Your ghost lives in every sigh. Every second drips in weakness, yet I never ask why.
They all say I should walk away, leave this aching yesterday. But your shadow wears my heartbeat, and I'm too far gone to stray.
'Cause the heart never listens, never breaks clean. It dives into fire, chasing what might have been.
And though I'm shattered in your absence, torn apart, I still keep falling with an open heart. What I need, what I crave, makes no sense at all. But the heart wants what it wants, through the rise and fall. I see your smile in strangers' eyes, feel your laugh in the summer wind. Still waiting on a love disguise, though I know where it ends. I stitch up dreams with threadbare hope, paint your name in midnight hues. And while the world keeps spinning cold, I'm spinning still around you. Let the stars judge my weakness, let the dawn mock my tears. But I'll stay wrapped in the ache of you, even if it takes years. 'Cause the heart never listens, never breaks clean. It dives into fire, chasing what might have been. And though I'm shattered in your absence, torn apart, I still keep falling with an open heart. What I need, what I crave, makes no sense at all. But the heart wants what it wants, through the rise and fall. The heart wants what it wants, and mine still wants you. never turns to night. And in the space where hearts once beat lies the ache I still repeat. I lost my soul when you let me go, beneath the weight of what you'll never know. I held on tight through every flame. Now only ashes know my name.
Down where the sycamores lean and sway, even the wind knows the stories we say. Ash from the fire drifts slow through the air. Not all dreams fade, some just settle there.
I still see that rusted red Ford in the weeds, half covered in vines, still chasing old speeds. Granddad's old jokes echo under the pines, like they're stitched in the seams of forgotten times. We laughed till dust turned into gold, heard the whippoorwills singing stories untold. And it feels like home, just sitting in the dark, sipping sweet tea and catching fire sparks. Ain't about nothing, but it comes from the heart, like a line we ain't finished, but it's just a start. Yeah, it's just a start.
Tires on gravel still hum the same song, like every goodbye was never too long. We built our dreams with 2x4s and nails, and patched up the cracks with small town tales.
The porch light flickers but never dies.